computer. Like, you're
bro,
on
there
the
was
computer.
people that went to school with me would tell you, bro. Man, that went to Bishop Morocco would tell you I would go to school with bands in my pocket, bro, from beats. No word of a lie.
Wow.
You know, because I was working out at the diamond factory, and so much people are coming in and out.
Because they were recorded with
you know
him.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
Sick.
bro, from there now, it was a thing where,
Like, how long did you before you started dropping your singles and your work?
see, now this is the thing too. See, because of the time, things were different, right? Because of the mediums that people used to listen to music on, and the way that we used to consume music.
Mm-hmm.
So today, an artist coming out today, that's a very more clear question to answer.
Mm-hmm.
If you started like 2016, like you just go and look on their Spotify. Oh, the first track I dropped was whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, again, man knew me as a producer more than anything. You know, like
But
all
you
those
did a
stuff-
1-2 verses. That's basically, is that what you say?
Nah, it was separate, kind of.
Okay.
Because like all those older Flemo guys that knew me, they knew me from being in Sunny Studio and coming in and hearing me make beats. Like, what? That's what my youth's making like crazy, you know? And then, like, man like Johnny would like see me because I have my younger brethren in Flemo. I'll go check them or whatever, and he'd see me at the center and be like, "Yo, okay, what are you doing over here, bro? Make sure you send more beats, bro. Let me get a next beat CD." I'll just, because they're seeing me more often, it's putting it in their I'm more in their head, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I would get those opportunities to get a song on the radio with, you know what I mean? Because I was just so active in the studio, especially, just like always in there, you know.
So what was the first song of yours that was produced by you on the radio?
It was that one, I'm a G by Random Mac.
Okay.
First time ever that I had anything out for real, you know. But
Okay.
what was going on those times though is that I had all my brethren that lived up the other direction up the road on VP. I was cool with them through school, and then even we got closer through music because we were all young rapping, right?
Yeah.
Man like Jason Pack, still my dog to this day, you know, like them man there
Pax.
where I met him when I was grade 7, you know what I mean?
Okay,
and
okay.
that day I came to the ends to make a track, you know, so from there I was more doing the music with them.
Okay.
So I'm kind of doing that, and because there's not really anywhere to put it, we're trying to figure out how we're going to get the music out because it's high quality. We're doing our own productions. We're doing hooks and everything. We're getting a good mix down from
So
Sunny.
does YouTube, was YouTube...
Didn't even start yet.
No?
You know what I mean? Remember, we're talking 2003, 2004, 2005. YouTube started 06.
Okay.
Right? So what we used to do is put songs on stuff like T.Wire, Vibe T.O., Facebook. Dog, I'm telling you, man, them went viral before viral was a thing, you know? I remember because I went to Bear schools, and I remember coming into new schools and people saying, "I remember you from that video."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that was the thing, you know what I mean? And then what would happen would be like people would, and again, Johnny's the next man too, who was like an older man who would more put me on tracks than other people because he saw the talent of like, you know what I mean? He'd be like, "Yo, come in the booth and help me with this verse. Like, you're the rapper, you're sick." He would gas me up, you know? And he's a sick man to me. I'd be like, "Yo, he thinks I'm sick, I must be sick," you know?
So you ghostwriting the little...
It's not even ghostwriting because he's a man that will go off the top.
Okay.
He'd always go off the top. Before anyone was going off the top, he was sick off the top. And he would be like, "Should I say that?" But he just had confidence in us. Man like Chops too would be there. Like, you know
just
what I
some
mean?
feedback.
Yeah. So what would happen was they'd be making tracks. People like my dog Rose, he would be making a track in there. I remember there was a track with him and Propane, the next man I said that paid me for my first beat. And they need a third verse, and Sonny would be like, "Yo, why don't you put Trey on it?" And they'd be like, "Yo, Trey, come in here, bro. If the verse you spit is whack, you're not on the song. Like, you know, bad me up before I even go in the booth." And then I go in the booth and I ice it.
That's Toronto man.
But that was
a way to boost you up.
Yeah.
That's how we boost
because they
each
know I'm
other.
gonna kill it. You know?
Yeah.
Go in the booth, ice it. I remember there was a track, bro, that I did a verse on, and that was like, I remember everyone being like, "Yo," like going nuts, and people started just looking at me as a rapper more than a producer. To me, I was always just an artist. Man were like, "Yo, he has bars."
So you're just bringing out this skills slowly to the world.
Yeah,
But
so we're putting out these songs
to
to our peers mostly, and to kids in our little high school network that we have, you know. So by the time I get to 18, around that age, and I start, for a few years, I've been discovering. I've just always been on the hunt for more music, different music. I start discovering more UK like hip hop, UK. Like the old stuff they had, the drum and bass. I'm discovering the grime music, and I'm super getting like I'm getting super deep into the grime stuff. You know, it's like really intriguing me. Just everything about the culture and the similarities to what I was living at the time. You know.
So you had no family out in London?
None.
So that's what really drove you out there?
Yeah, fully. I went out there. The first day I landed in London, I had a show to do.
So did you have any connections out there?
All based on my music.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I could explain that in this explanation too. So as I get older now, we've been making these tracks, bro, and it's the ones where none of them are coming out because we had some older mans that were kind of like the gatekeepers above us, you know, in the area that were saying, nah, if you put the track out, it has to be proper. We have to get a grant for the video and we have to do things right. But we were kind of the idea of like the new guerrilla style of what it is now. It's like, yo, just put it out
and see
get
what
the
happens.
buzz up there, see what happens.
See what happens.
Like, I'm going to make 1 million more of these, you know? And that was the thing too, because some of us, the younger ones, we were a lot more musical. It wasn't as hard for us. So just, fam, let's make a tune.
So that's what that, you know, when you said that, that's what I was going to say, that for them, man, they probably have a few tunes. You got a satchel. You're like, I got more, fam.
Yeah, like these men that we're talking about, like they had like albums worth of actual hits. To this day, I've went back to one of the albums. I'm like, bro, this should have come out, you know. So I'm getting frustrated, you know. I remember one day, bro, we did like a video log. This is before people were really doing that, and we sat down and we edited it to make it look like a TV show. We gave it an intro and everything, bro. That's like people weren't really doing that. And we put the trailer on Facebook, and the older mans got mad. They started going on there, commenting on it, saying, yo, you guys look like clowns and shit like that, you know?
Discouraging.
Bro, and I'm just preing the whole thing. I'm like, what kind of, like, fam, I've been doing music before I even met these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I letting...
I've heard the story many times, and I've heard it on a street level, too, when it comes to slinging.
Yeah.
It's the same story.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's like the circle of life.
Yeah, it's like slow down, and they do everything to slow you down.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man, let me do my thing, yo.
So one day, bro, I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to start putting my music on YouTube. I don't care. I'm just going to slap it up there. So I had a freestyle that was on a Soulja Boy beat called Outer Space Flow. Boom, slapped that on my YouTube, right? And I made it. This is a YouTube I had made for the man them. This is end of 2009. Beginning of 2010. Okay. I'm like 18,
That's
19.
When I just touched your 2010.
I'm like 18, 19 these times. So then... But I'm getting into the grime thing as well these times, right? So I've kind of dibbled and dabbled in it with my production and some tracks that I recorded, right? One day I said, you know what? Let me put those out. Because like, it's like all I'm really listening to right now, you know? And I go through serious phases of music too, where I'll just listen to a certain thing constantly, you know?
Like
but that one was... heavy. It was like one of the longest and the strongest, you know? Pause. So, boom. From there, I said, yeah, let me put one of these out. So when I put it on YouTube, I said, I got to post this on somewhere where people that like this will see it, or else I'm playing myself. So I said, where's that? So I went on the Grime Forum, which was a big thing back then, posted it, and I didn't even know. I was just like, posted it like, yeah, this is a youth from Toronto.
Doing this thing.
Yeah. It blew people's mind, and then I started getting a lot of traffic on it. I wake up, bro. I'll never forget, bro. I woke up the next day. It got posted on another blog, on Grime Daily, and it got 1,000 views in one night. And the man then called me like, come down, let's celebrate. We're celebrating off of that, you know. It was like that big back then. Man, weren't getting views, you know. So
that's big.
Like a big video in Toronto at the time would be 100,000 max, like 100 Strong Arm and those big tracks.
Yeah, based on the demographic, yes.
So. From there, just snowballing. What I'm doing now is I'm networking.
So that's what got you out there? How long before did you go out there after you put that video up?
Maybe a year.
Quick things, eh?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Year and a half.
So what was the Toronto scene saying for you at that point that made you say, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm out.
Well,
because you were making some money producing. You're making... You know
like I was seeing that there's a way to, you know what I mean, juggle a little thing out of this.
Which is unlike most artists, by the way.
You don't see that straight away, yeah.
What do you mean? So that's why it's important, like when you're doing that music thing, don't just be one track. No pun intended. Like,
Yeah,
Make sure you're
and
able to
even
do
Sonny
stuff.
was a big thing behind that too, because I remember, because I was young, man would try to take advantage of me, come to me with a Gucci frames and some J's and say, yo, let me get a beat. You know what I mean?
Stop
And
this
I'm
shit.
16, I'm like, yeah, I'll
Stop
take these
this
J's
shit.
and some, like, it took me 20 minutes to make this beat.
Yo,
You know, some people
stop
like, yo,
it.
fam, don't let no
Is
man
it real
violate
though?
you.
Are they real?
Who knows? Probably not. You know what I mean?
You're not petty
A man
that.
just has it in his trunk. Like,
You're like,
and
yo.
Sonny tell me, like, yo, listen,
Yo, it
don't let
looks
no one
good.
violate you and give you no shoes for no beat. You're a real producer, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's a
I
solid
wasn't
business.
playing games with it, bro.
That's
with the
like
music.
that. That's like what was it? Was it Casino or Goodfellas? Goodfellas. When the man's like, "Yo, we don't shine shoes no more." You know what I mean? Like, man, that's some big man.
Yeah.
On
Big
this.
facts. Big facts.
Don't shine shoes no more, fam. You know. So yeah, so you made your way out there within a year, and then connected with people out there.
Well, so what was happening was I was using the internet, bro, and just super connecting with people, right? I knew that I was trying to get into something that was really far away, you know? And it wasn't, my intention wasn't even to get into the scene out there or anything like that. I just wanted people that liked what I made to listen to what I made. You know what I'm saying? So, and I knew that